Today's XXL video is going to be pretty interesting because I've come to the realization that it might be the most realistic skateboarding game ever right now on PC. We'll be skating Stratford by Yaki, which is an amazing map that I haven't checked out even though it's been out for like 3 months at this point. It's a beautiful map with street plaza elements, skate parks and some awesome street spots. And then we'll be going over all of the mods that I think make XXL the most realistic skateboarding experience in a video game so far. What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. And just a quick disclaimer before we get into the video. I know a lot of people are gonna mention session, because I know that a lot of the settings we'll be talking about today are actually in session and not just the mod, like the things we are actually going to take a look at today in XXL, made by the community. You guys of course know the XXL Mod 3, which a lot of people see as the stats menu in XXL, where we also have an official stats menu in session. But where I think XXL's stat menu is a lot different is when it comes to the steez customizer. You basically have all these options where you can change the way your flip tricks look, or just any tricks in general. So if you wanted to do a kickflip where you really like tuck in that back foot, you have full control of that, or how you flick the front foot. Same thing goes for any other trick. You can spread eagle your tray flips, and we just don't really have the ability to do that in session yet. Another thing you guys already know is the shape menu, also known as DeckFx, whereas in session it's officially added into the game that you kind of have to purchase boards, but you really got to look out for the board shape and size, and the same thing for the wheels and trucks and all the other things. But with DeckFx you can really just change your wheels to, well, any shape you want. And the same thing goes for whatever deck you're riding. You can also change the shape of that just instantly. You don't have to actually buy the certain shape or size you want. And you guys of course already know these features, and you've also seen me like play around with the late flips. I don't think you can do late varial flips and stuff like that in session yet, but those are in XXL with the mods. Even though I mostly do them by accident, but they are in there. So that just gives you like more control over what tricks you can do. But the late flips might actually be a point where session officially is better. Even though you got some more options in XXL, but at the same time session isn't finished, so we might see some updates to those features in the future. Another part where we get a lot of creative freedom and control over our tricks is with pop heights. There's kind of a way to control that in the EA Skate games. You can kind of baby pop in those games as well, and also kind of control how much you crouch for tricks. In session right now that's time based of how long you're crouching. But in XXL with the XXL mod we can baby pop, which is our lowest setting. We have our low pop, which is also in the official vanilla XXL game, where you just put one stick down and then that's going to be your lowest pop. On PC of course we can make that a lot lower than it is on the console versions. Then you also have your high pop, where you put both sticks down, and that is going to be the highest you can ollie. And then you have the medium pop, which is somewhere in between, where you only take the front foot stick halfway down. But now with another mod you guys have seen me play with in the last couple of videos, we also got boned ollies, which makes your board go even higher up. So you have like 5 different settings for how high you want to do your tricks now. And there's definitely some settings you gotta tweak in order for it to look okay. I know my heel flip still needs some work, but I just think it's very realistic the way we have all these different ways of controlling our pop height. Another thing that makes the experience on PC very realistic is, as you guys can see right now, my pants are kind of moving when I move. My hoodie is kind of blowing in the wind. Those are some gear mods that I just think give so much value to the game, and we are currently seeing the skateboard prototype made by Zilla Games already have stuff like this in the works, and I think it just looks so much more realistic. And then there's a new mod which I haven't checked out yet. It is called the Impact Landing mod, I think. We can open that on F6, Manual Impact mod. Let's just turn that on and then we'll see how it works. We can actually turn on the feedback message since we're still like trying this out. So I think if I just like do a rocket ollie down this set, yeah, input not detected, use both sticks. So we gotta make the game know that we're actually trying to take the impact of this. Not detected again. There we go. So if I were to try something a bit more difficult... Oh, man. I actually got it there, but there's so much going on that I accidentally ollied. Maybe I'm using the wrong input, because there we got a first try as I tried to mirror it. So I'm basically just doing the double pump right before I land. Input made too late. Okay, so that is how we're landing tricks. I also just gotta do a tray flip first. There we go. We finally got a tray flip down. That actually felt really rewarding, but I'm figuring it might be a little harder on the smaller sets. I mean, this one is not too much bigger, but maybe that'll help. There we go. One thing I actually like about that mod is it forces you to level out your board before you're landing. Often when you do, I mean, pop shove it down stuff, you kind of land on the nose or other tricks like that. May do that you're not landing perfectly clean. So you kind of land like this sometimes. Even though I think sometimes it's a good thing because it makes it look more realistic. But at the same time, if you're going for clean, you're going for a challenge, this might be a really fun setting to mess around with. Oh my god. It just made Skater XL the Dark Souls of skateboarding games. Even though we got the backside flip first try. Okay, that was a terrible backside heel flip, but we got it. Okay, that one felt really good. I'm just worried that it won't look as good. No, it actually looked really good. You can see I was about to land on the nose there. I actually didn't really catch it with my flick foot. Still though, that's sometimes how it is skating gaps. And then I guess I leveled it out like right around here. But it still kind of gave that sketchy vibe a little bit. So with me saying that it's gonna make your landings perfect, not always. But it was very rewarding to get this. And it actually looked really good. But I think when it comes to the look of things, it might just be that minor, like sometimes you land completely flat instead of kind of landing in a nosedive or a manual like that. But it honestly just makes the tricks feel a bit more realistic. That you also have to brace for the impact. You have to catch your tricks, as we all know with the XXL mod. There's just so much to the gameplay realistic-wise now. And Yaki, this is such a sick map. I'm very disappointed with myself that this is the first time I'm skating here. Let's just get like a salad. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, we got the impact on that one. And of course you can kind of mess around with the minimum height. So I guess if you only want this on like big gaps, you could turn it up. Precision is at 1. Input detection threshold. I really like the louder impact sounds. I think that's very important. It can feel so weird sometimes taking like huge impact and then the landing sound is not really like that. Yeah, basically the sound design in a skateboarding game is very important too. And of course we got the VX sound effects by Overlord, which is also something that makes it very realistic. Skater XL on PC is just a lot of fun. Now we just gotta figure out like where do I want the okay, so the big impact thing, that's still too high. I should lower that a little bit. Let's say 3 meters. Yeah, okay, so that is too big. And I actually like the feedback messages because then you know when you messed up, or at least what the problem was. Input made too soon. Okay. It actually is very difficult when it comes to gaps like this. Made too soon again? There we go. Wow. It really makes gaps so much harder. I think it's a setting I would play with if I just wanted to like have a very realistic experience. If I'm filming clips and stuff like that, I don't think I would be turning that on. And what was that grind? Oh, we got the hard flip as well. This feels amazing. I'm figuring it out now, I feel like. And you know what, guys? I think that was it for this video. I'd really love to know what you think down there in the comment section, as always. Are there some mods that I missed for this video? Or just comment your last meal or something. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll just be seeing you in the very next one. So until then, have it good and peace out.